Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John, this is Many a True Nut, and welcome back to Firewatch, the rather glorious little explory, gorgeous, foresty sort of game. Last time, well, whoever it is that's messing with us stepped up their campaign. They came to my tower and left incriminating tapes that imply that either me or Delilah are starting fires, actually taped to my door, so somebody is messing with us.
Hey, you didn't actually make that call, right? To the other lookout?
No, of
It just
course
stuck in my
not.
craw. I let myself imagine how fucked I would be if you'd been lying to me. But now that I asked, I kind of just wish I hadn't.
Of course I didn't. No way. They're trying to pit us against each other.
Yeah, you're right.
That's not gonna happen, though.
Thanks, Henry.
You are not even going to bring up the Javier thing, are you? Alright, got ourselves a cave here, and use a key. One locked door, crack her open, and we can get in here. Now, torch on. What have we got in here now?
What the hell?
Did someone just flipping lock me in? Did someone just flipping lock me in? Oh, balls.
Delilah, someone locked me in the cave.
They were waiting for
Is this thing
me.
working? Delilah, send someone to the cave, please! Can't get any damn reception.
Don't freak out, Henry. It's going to be fine. What have we got here? Shafts of light. Can we get these loose? Anything? Shafts of light. Cracks in rock. Well, can I get out? Okay, hang on. Do I have a choice here? Long, steep drop.
This is a big cave.
Okay, don't go down the long, steep drop. Just head out this way. Squeeze through. Somebody has actually followed me to this cave and locked. Someone knows exactly what we're doing to every last detail. We never see them. It's creepier. It's like, it's the perfect example of gaming realizing that what you don't see is far worse than what you see. Your imagination does much worse things than any monster can. So we've got something, a jump here. Anything we can look at? Oh, be careful in this cave.
It's freezing in here.
What is here? What is going on? There's shafts of light coming from above. I might be able to clamber out that way given enough time. There's a long way. Ooh, what's that?
Is anybody down there?
That's a shoe. Oh no. And it looks like a quite bright... a bright shoe. A colourful shoe like a kid would wear. Like Brian. Oh, I'm worried about Brian. Brian and Ned and what might have happened here. It looks like I've found a way up and out, but oh, it looks like it might be into the... Do I know where I am on the map right now? Ooh. Oh, I'm way out of the way. Excellent. It looks like I'm, way over here in this section. There is a telephone. Oh, so earlier on the telephone lines that led up to Beartooth Point there. So yeah, I'm over onto that little bit of the map. But from the light, I'm a little bit concerned about how much fire there might be over here. Isn't this exactly where the June fire is? Oh, flip. This is not good.
Hey, are you there?
Yeah, what is it? What did you find?
Nothing yet, because someone tried to trap me in there.
You saw someone?
No, someone slammed the gate behind me and then ran away. I found another way out, but if I hadn't, Jesus!
So you didn't find anything?
No, there's a spot where someone had sunk an anchor, but the hardware's gone now.
I don't have any climbing equipment.
I just have my ropes. I'm gonna hike back to Two Forks and see if I can find anything that could double as an anchor to use in the spot.
Well, that doesn't sound dangerous.
Okay, so I need to go deeper into that cave. Like, well, where am I now? How am I supposed to get back to Two Forks from here? I don't even know where I flipping am, but alright, we'll see if I can find here. This all looks like it's pretty well blocked off. Oh, hello. What have I just found? Over here. Ah, a little path that leads back up this way. That joins me up to the thoroughfare trail that leads up to Beartooth Point. I found something.
Delilah, I just found an outcropping that someone was using as a little fort. I think it was Brian Goodwin.
Really?
Yeah, he built himself a real castle.
Animal nest. Fortress walls.
A bunch of rocks stacked up. He made a wall and a perimeter.
God. Yeah, that's perfect.
You know, maybe he made it because he was afraid of them.
Whenever I think of Brian possibly going through this crap, I get sick to my stomach.
Yeah. Sorry.
What's CS?
He was in the middle of really sprucing up the joint when they left.
CS?
He'd hide out here to read comics. The Black Band, his grief is his enemy's sorrow. Everyone this guy loves gets killed, so he honors them with a black armband which gives him superpowers.
Well, that's fucking dark.
It's a little weird that he'd just leave so much of his stuff out here.
Well, maybe they were in a hurry when they left. Like I said, he wasn't supposed to be out here.
Yeah.
They almost got busted. Brian liked to go out on the railing of the tower and wave at the planes that dump water on fires, and I got a call because someone thought a kid was up in Two Forks. I lied, and just said it was Ned. If I ratted him out, they would have been forced to leave, and I don't know, I guess I just felt like I was saving him from whatever shitty life Ned was gonna bring him back to. Not that it ended up mattering.
God, Delilah, it does do a lot of lying, though. I admit it, I do quite like that. Go ahead, kill my family. It only makes me stronger. It's actually quite a good idea for a superhero. We do indeed have a Wizards and Wyvern sheet here. Brian character Gladius Silver, chaotic good race half-elf, class Ranger, level 4, 29, rugged, unintelligible nerd stuff. Oh, that's harsh. That's not unintelligible nerd stuff. He's blatantly just stating what, his saving throws, adjust armor, hit points. I can't believe you'd call that unintelligible nerd stuff. It's harsh.
There's some grade A dork contraband here.
You found his pocket protector?
I found a data sheet for one Gladius Silva, half-elf, armor 7.
Classic Wizards and Wyverns.
And one I just picked up could actually help me explore deeper in the cave. Nice. But first, a few more things. A video game toy.
There's a busted old toy out here, some sort of electronic game.
Yeah? I like Pong.
Everybody likes Pong.
Gosh, Brian had everything he loved out there.
And yet he didn't take any of it with him, which is quite frankly
He made
suspicious.
the place pretty comfy, too.
That's an achievement.
Yeah, at the expense of what are probably stolen pillows.
That little shit.
A radio plan by Brian and Ned Goodwin. The interesting but wrong past maximum voltage. Radio Goodwin with Brian and Ned. Okay.
There's a ham radio schematic here, something Brian was working on.
Yeah, I think that was the one thing Ned did do with him. You know, tinkering on stuff like that.
Kind of been noticed someone's been listening in on our frequencies, and we now know that Ned and Brian potentially, knew exactly how to work radios and transmissions and stuff.
There's also a postcard here from Brian to, I guess, his neighbor.
What's it say?
That he's with his dad and sorry he can't mow his lawn this summer.
Oh, gosh.
And also he was worried his dad didn't know when school started. I'd say that's a lucky break if I were him.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Ned didn't really seem like a, with it dad.
Dear Mr. Zackland, with my dad in Lander, Wyoming. It's pretty neat. Dad fished in a spot called Sinks Canyon. Mountains and woods. Sorry I can't mow your lawn this summer, but I hope you find a good person to do it instead. Okay, interesting. Take that, and then presumably the most important thing, a note to a ranger. So, dear Ranger, my name is Brian Goodwin. If you found this note, it should be with a bunch of climbing anchors, I hope. Can you do me a favour and please return them to Brian Goodwin in the mail? Oh, he's from Nebraska. If you tell me your name and address, I will give you a reward for this. You're probably wondering why I left these here. Well, they're my dad's, and I don't want him to lose them, but I don't want to do any more climbing on this trip, so I thought I should pretend to lose them. But if you help get them back to me, everyone will be happy. Right, the reward will be good. P.S. The reward will be good. Excellent.
He also stole his dad's climbing equipment. his anchors.
That's convenient.
Yeah, it is. I think he was gonna hide them in a cash box or something and never got around to it. I mean, he left a note for a ranger to find them and send them back to him in Nebraska.
Because he hated climbing?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like Ned was pushing him, and pretending to lose his anchors was the easiest way to put a stop to it.
I hope it worked. God, what an asshole.
Yeah. Man, that is the sort of thing that would have caused me to catch a beating growing up.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't put it past old Ned.
So I'm guessing, shove one of the anchors into a cracked rock. Properly whack it in with the axe. Throw the rope down, and now I can get down. Lovely. I'm pretty sure I got everything in there. Nice. So now we can head straight back into the cave, and this time head deeper into it properly.
What do you think is in there?
Oh, there's something in there, and I'm worried it's going to be the body of Brian.
There's got to be something. Why else try to kill me? I don't know, really. I mean, we got to find out. What do you think?
Whatever it is, they don't want you telling anyone about.
I mean, they closed the door when they could have just...
Bashed your head in with a rock or chopped you up with a...
Are you serious with this shit right now?
a hatchet. God, are you sure you want to go back in there?
Yes I am.
Yeah, especially now that I'm thinking about all the fun ways to be killed.
I'm sorry. Look, at least whoever locked you in doesn't know you've gotten out. Hopefully you find whatever they're hiding in there, and it'll be worth the risk.
I miss my old compass. My compass appears to have been completely replaced with this thing. I kind of liked my old compass better, so I'm kind of sad I've got this now, but never mind. So this takes us back onto the track we already know. Long drop down here. And this brings us back onto the path that to the north goes up to Thoroughfare, but to the southwest should lead me straight back to the cave entrance.
Oh, also, those girls turned up. Looks like you didn't kill them. Nobody did. They took some farmer's tractor for a joyride down in Riverton and, landed in jail.
Excellent. Well, there's some good news today.
Dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, we've got enough unanswered shit to answer for, I'd say.
And here we are back at the cave. Recognise this area, though it looks a little bit different with all the red and the smoke. But we are back where we want to be. Lovely. Let's head in and have a proper explore. Like, whoever's doing this to me is probably just kind of watching me from a distance thinking, this guy really does not bloody learn. I locked him in this cave once. He just about managed to escape, and now he's flipping decided he's going to go in again. On the plus side, now I can just head in as many times as I want. You just keep bloody locking me in here. I can just keep bloody finding my way straight back out again. Okay, now I presume I need to find... Aha! There we are, cracked rock. Anchor. In properly. Bit of rope. Though admittedly, I don't know if we can get down from out there. So if you just cut this rope, like, we know he's watching me. He could just come here and just pull this out of here, or yeah, cut the rope, and I'd potentially be screwed forever. But never mind. Let's head down. And also, I've got no radio communication with Delilah up here. Half suspecting a shadowy figure to show up at the top and cut that rope, but not yet, at least. All right, we're down in the cave, or presumably where that shoe was. And I don't like this one little bit. And what do we have there? Oh no. Had a feeling it might be.
Shit.
It's a boy, and I'm guessing the shoe up there was Brian, and this is going to be Brian's body.
Oh god. You're Brian Goodwin.
Yeah.
Fell.
Yep. And had rocks fall and crush his head as well. And I can't obviously report this. Yeah, one of his trainers and the other one's further up. Let's just step over. And hope he doesn't grab my... yeah, it would be one hell of a plot twist now if he just immediately grabbed my leg. And it's turned into a zombie game. An unexpected zombie game. Alright, so... we know at least one person who was down here, and that was that Brian died. But that doesn't tell us who was listening in on us, unless, of course, we assume that, like... well, okay, hang on, wait. The key to this place... well, the fact they had the key to this place doesn't mean they had any knowledge or responsibility for Brian's death. It looks like a classic accident. This doesn't give us any more answers about who's been spying on us, really, unless we're about to find some equipment that points to... oh... That's light over there. There's light. Equipment like a ham radio could be about to tell me something. Okay, fine. That was just natural light. Yeah, if I just find like a ham radio or something that would suggest that this was Ned that's actually doing all of this. But then the people listening to us are presumably the people at the campsite. That doesn't sound like the work of like a delusional PTSD guy. Possibly Ned was a massive red herring. In which case, who was responsible for everything? Aha! It looks like I've just dropped down back to the gate. Right, let's get back out of here. Have a little chat about Brian's body, but we still don't have any answers about the group that was listening in on us. Or why. Why did they do it? Okay, report the body.
Hey, D.
There you are. I've been worrying my ass off.
And, call search and rescue.
You need to call search and rescue.
What?
There's a body in the cave. It's Brian Goodwin.
Gotta be fucking kidding me. How does that... What? I don't... How?
Climbing, I think, or made to look like a climbing accident.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was an accident. I mean, it looks like it could very easily have been a legitimate accident. Why would Ned kill his son?
I think that's just what it was. I mean, he was probably exploring the cave and maybe his rope gave out. But whoever locked me in there probably didn't even know about him.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Delilah. I'm so sorry.
He'd be alive if I had told someone he was out here. I don't know where he'd be, but I can assure you it would not be rotting at the bottom of that cave. There's nothing to say. Hike back. I think we're leaving tomorrow anyway.
And we jump to day 79. The final day, potentially. Yep. Packing up the stuff. Pack up our belongings. Yep. Grab the whiskey. We're saving that for later. I probably shouldn't be carrying explosive stuff with me. Should I? But never mind. Team note. What is that?
You see that plane?
No, I was just busy packing up.
Well, there's gonna be a lot more. The service says this thing is 2% contained.
Well, is this the June fire or the site fire? Or...
Well, the two fires merged into one unmitigated disaster. They're renaming it after my lookout. You about packed up?
Shouldn't we talk for a sec, about things?
About what?
What happened about how this is all connected? Who was surveilling us?
We still don't know who was listening to us, who was following me around, who made that tape.
Yeah. All we have is the body of a dead boy who did nothing wrong.
But maybe we can still find these people.
Look, I think whoever is out there caused the site fire to cover their tracks, and I'm almost certain that when I get off the helicopter, I'm going to be led into a room and made to listen to a tape of me saying we started it.
And we don't know shit. What can I do?
Well, there's something for you to do. Holy shit.
Holy crap. Yeah, oh my god.
We don't know what it is. It could be nothing.
Yeah, it could also be whoever was listening to us, whoever made the tape.
Okay, yeah, look, you should pack up everything you need in case we get the call and you can't come back.
All right, look, if something happens...
I'll remember you.
Oh, thanks. I was hoping you'd have a plan, actually.
I was hoping you'd have a backup plan or something.
Yeah, okay, I'm probably gonna move to Canada. Ontario, maybe.
No, I meant if something happens to me.
Right, if you don't find out who made the tape and I have to hit the road.
Forget it.
Be safe, Henry.
Okay, so we've got one more bit of beeping to solve. Okay, Turt, I'm sorry I'm taking you actually into the fire, but you're coming with me because you're my favourite turtle, alright? You're coming with me.
Tease it, Turt.
There we are. The turtle's coming with me just in the off chance. All the rest of this stuff. Let's keep the tracking device as proof. Any of the rest of this stuff I can take with me. I can't take any of the notes. Where's the photo with Julia? Keep it. Keep my photo with Julia. Very important. And then I've got to make a bit of a choice about the wedding ring. let's put... I want to take it out. We're putting it back on. We're just going to keep it. I can't... I'm not going to leave my wedding ring here. Even though I'm not convinced I should be wearing it anymore. I'm going to keep it, at least. Because it's the right thing to do. So, yes. Alright, fine. Anything else? The cassette tape? Yeah, the cassette tape is proof that someone was trying to blackmail me. Probably want to... Ooh, what the hell is this? It's the Two Orcs map.
Do you have any interest in any of Brian's stuff? This map he drew, maybe?
No. That's alright.
You sure?
Yeah, Henry. I'm sure. I don't want a dead boy's drawing.
And he... Oh! This is his version, his magical version. The Two Orcs lair, the magic circle, the medicine wheel, Death Mountain, Doom Canyon, the Lake of Acid. A climb check required. Oh, bless him. Bless his little cotton socks. I'm afraid you're being left to burn, my friend. Well, it looks like I can't take any of the other notes with me, even though some of it could actually be very useful as kind of proof of what's been going on. But, alright, time to head our way for what very much feels like the conclusion. The fire is raging out of control. Sparks are in the air. We need to find our way to where we're going. And we're going pretty much straight west. That's towards Jonesy Lake. Well, this is good at least. There's a nice, clean, easy path heading out this way that I'm pretty familiar with, so that's good. And from the first time we walked this route, the beautiful green forest has very much ended up not looking so hot at the minute. Or rather, it looks a little bit too hot. That's probably mainly the problem there. Okay, we're getting close to where the girls were.
What's your status?
We're by the meadow.
I think I'm getting close.
Alright, well, I just got word that they are coming to get us. My place.
You sound worried.
No, it's just...
Brian?
I'll coordinate with the evac team and let you know when to head towards the trim. It's north. Far. Past where you found that cut back in May. There's an emergency tram out there that will let you hike to the rendezvous point at my lookout.
Okay, emergency tram. I know where that is, and I think I can... Hang on, I can cut that, can't I? So I'm now here by the Widowmaker. I just need to keep painting this way. I'm guessing those two areas up there might now become available, and that's where this thing is. I then need to, head through Thunder Canyon, cut all the way up the trail. Yeah, I can cut up the trail that I came down through the burnt section, and then that takes me straight to the tram. All right, there's a pretty clear, easy. Oh wait, hang on. No, wait, I can't cut up that way. I'll need to go all the way through Thunder Canyon because that is, I believe, I can't get from Thunder Canyon up to that cut through. So I'll probably need to go through, loop around Thunder Canyon the whole way, and then just go up the route up to, Beartooth Point. Yeah, that'll be fine. And I think we've got it. A collar. A collar and a thing that says Henry.
Someone left a rope for me to climb up. I'm down near the lake.
How do you know it's for you?
There's a tracking collar tied to it. Someone was leading me here. And there's another tape.
Oh my god, Henry.
The hell is going on? Cassette tape. Yeah.
Yeah, hi, Henry. Hey, you better find this before it burns up. We've been causing each other a lot of headaches. Now I gotta go stake out a site that's as fit for living as the one you're about to find. You'll get it when you see it. You can't blame me for keeping an eye on you. Not after bumping into you back in May. Down by the cave, for croc's sake. I've been up here for 3 years. I kept it cozy. Winters are harsh as hell, and I ran out of books. But I got that antenna rigged up, and Delilah, she's a record you don't gotta flip. I kinda get why Brian took to her. About a week ago, I stopped worrying about you finding anything out, and that's right when everything went shithouse with you two. You guys don't know anything about having kids. All right, nobody knows nothing. It ain't Andy and Opie walking down a lake to fish every afternoon. It ain't Mayberry. But you gotta know I didn't kill him. All right, we were climbing. I was teaching him. Brian was uneducated in the way to do anything. He just fucking didn't sink his anchor the right way. You know, I thought about going back having to answer questions and having to get them put in the ground, and I didn't see the point. Don't come looking for me. Sorry about your wife.
So, Ned, indeed, he was the person who shone the flashlight at me. He always keeps a close eye on the cave and everyone in this area because, well, he says it was an accident. I believe he earnestly thought it was an accident, but most of us would say he pushed his son too hard. His son died in a climbing accident. He stayed because he didn't want to have to deal with the consequences of his actions. And does that suggest all the equipment was his too?
We found the surveillance operation.
Okay, what does that mean? What is it?
It was Ned Goodwin. He was the one listening to us, just him.
Ned Goodwin? He made the tape?
Yeah. He's gone. He's deeper into the Shoshone. He doesn't want anyone to know he's out here.
Because he killed Brian. Because he killed his fucking son.
I don't think so, but it's possible.
You need to get back here. They say the helicopters are making rounds.
Okay.
I will do that in just a moment, but there is Hike North, Thoroughfare North. I will do that in just a second, but I would like to kind of see what this is, and also this might be giving me... Oh wait, hang on. If this leads me up top, this will actually let me cut back through to the burnt wood, so it could be a shortcut. So I don't think I'm making a choice. I think I'm being presented with a shortcut here. Though maybe just don't tell Delilah I've decided to go and follow the madman's instructions. Me and Turts need to just get out of here as soon as we figured out what the hell Ned was trying to tell us exactly. So is the implication that all the equipment was his? Or that... No, because we know the equipment was... Hang on. The equipment that was set up by Dr. Simmons and so forth, we know for a fact that they were monitoring us, they were keeping an eye on us, because they did put reports about us in. But that doesn't mean they were listening in and made the tapes. They might have been listening in on us just because they wanted to keep an eye on the locals, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they were the ones who tried to blackmail us or extort us or whatever.
I guess he's been dumping trash up here for a while.
Improvised hatch. Okay. Oh. Where have you been hiding? Down here. Oh! He needed to learn that pants were back, because pants are back. Pants are definitely back. Wizards and Wyverns. Oh no. The photo. The boy, I'm guessing.
Brian was a nice looking kid.
Yeah.
Father's Day card.
God.
What?
Nothing, just some of Brian's stuff.
And Wizards and Wyverns.
He held on to some of Brian's things. His wizards and wyverns.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you found it riveting.
Batteries, basic supplies. Stuff he stole from the teens' camp. So, yeah, Ned was the one who ransacked the camp. List of supplies. Winter needs 1989. Okay, so because he's been doing this a few years, he kind of understood what he needed to survive the winter. And summer weight gain goal £35, knowing he'd have to be more thrifty in the winter. So he, really had this well organised. Typed draft report. What's this? Subject. Delia, 43. Oh. Okay. Pertinent facts never murph. Okay. What's this? What does that mean?
Goodwin was the one who wrote the reports I found at the site.
Research site info. How to break in. Wapiti Station. North Fence. Loose entrance. South Gate. Staff return August 10th. Return borrowed equipment. Erase Henry and Delilah evidence. Leave no trace. Okay.
He wrote down everything he did to us. Everything he did every day. He was scared shitless.
I bet.
But how does that fit into what the research station actually was? What was the research station actually doing?
You should see some of the stuff he was working on. I guess he had a lot of time on his hands.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I don't know what you want me to say. We're in the middle of a fire that is at 22,000 acres and growing. Fast.
It's gonna burn all of this up.
Well, take a picture if you're so keen to remember it.
You're not?
That's a very good point. May as well make a record of all of this. I mean, I've got the actual documents now, so... The Goodwin radio log. Ideas: start working on reports. Record all comms, vandalize Dee's tower, pin on someone else, try to make a remote recording device, the university research site. Oh. He wrote all of the reports at the research site. The research site was never monitoring us. That was never happening in the first place. He just wrote those reports and left them there and made sure we'd find them to try and freak us out and scare us off. I see. They heard me, fully believe there is a program, reports final, make sure they find them, almost caught me, reports work, recorded call, used for leverage. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, there we go. That's what it was all about. He was just using this site as a bit of a boogeyman. It was never really what the problem was. And it looks like I can't go out this way. I'm going to need to head back the way I came and head out. But now we get it. The whole thing was engineered by Ned deliberately, just like I thought, to deliberately mess with us and try and freak us out. And it did a very, very good job too. And the only problem is I've read over those notes twice and there's nothing in them that suggests that Ned just invented the boyfriend, Javier, just to deliberately try and tear us apart or freak us out or make us turn on each other. There's nothing in there that suggests that. And it is rather interesting that despite how serious she was suggesting she was earlier, Delilah has not at any point reiterated, stressed or clarified to me with certainty that there is no Javier or Javier was an ex, not a current boyfriend. So it's an unanswered question. It's an unanswered question, but I don't know whether or not maybe Julia has been a little bit unfaithful. But in all fairness, Henry can't judge. Henry did not cope well with taking care of his wife. There was an implication in the opening prologue. Maybe he was spending a little too much time and enjoying too much speaking to a barmaid and staying out till 1 a.m. after speaking to a barmaid at a particular bar he always went to go and see. So nobody's perfect, so who knows? Who knows? We just don't know. It's one of those things where we're just not quite sure what the rights and wrongs and truths and falses of it are, which is fine. Like, this game is full of, you know, there's no clear moral paragons or villains in this game. Everyone may or may not be imperfect. Though where that leaves Henry and Delilah, I don't know.
I know I should be relieved. Relieved that there's no evidence of us starting that fire. Relieved that we're not crazy. That there wasn't some conspiracy. But I'm not. He was a sweet kid. With a shitty father who hid out here like a coward after dumping him in a hole.
I think it was an accident.
Delilah, I think it was an accident. And I don't think Ned meant to kill him.
We don't know what happened for sure.
Ned wanted his son to be able to climb and do the sorts of things he did himself, but Brian couldn't.
And how'd that turn out, Henry? Sorry. God, it would have been so easy to tell the truth and have him sent home. I can't stop thinking about it.
Don't blame yourself, it'll be okay. Don't blame yourself.
You didn't do anything wrong.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, she demonstrably
now
did.
I've got to decide whether I tell people that he's down there so they can retrieve the body or not. And if I do, I'm going to be asked about Ned Goodwin.
Dee?
Oh, fuck.
Is that a helicopter?
Yeah, hold on. Hey. No, there's one more. Yes, here, yeah. Yeah, he's coming. Okay, 1 second. Hey, they're here, but they're making rounds. They'll come back. I think I'm gonna go with them.
Hang on, what? Yeah, go. Just go.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah?
I mean, it's dangerous here, and if anything were to happen, then that would be on me, so.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you sure that's okay?
I said it was.
It's the safest thing to do.
Alright, I should go.
Have a safe flight.
Alright, have a safe hike.
Yeah, it's the safest thing. If she has the opportunity to get herself out now when I already know where I'm going, she should get herself out now. Maybe she's been a little bit unfair to me and to her boyfriend, but she doesn't, you know, she doesn't owe me anything to stay here. She should just go. She's been good company, and she has been a good person for Henry to know and to get closer to help him move on. You know, the strangest thing about this map is, even though it's not like, you know, that distinctive, and now it's all in a different colour and everything looks different from what I'm familiar with, I know this map, and I can now just navigate it. It's an amazing bit of work that the game is... It's generally a mark of an excellent game. The game that's really kind of affected me when I just kind of find my way just knowing the map. I just know the map off the top of my head. Like, by the end of Deadly Premonition, I just knew how to find my way around that town and the surrounding area. And this map is just the same. Like, this is one of those maps I will remember for a very long time. I will just be able to navigate my way around this game for a very long time to come. And here we are. We've managed to make our way over and around Beartooth Point to head right here, and we are going right for the evac. And there it is, the tram on the tramway that was mentioned earlier. Let's get out of here. Get in. And I think we must be in a new sector here. Not seen this before. Little kind of Firewatch symbol there. Let's head on up. Is that Delilah's Tower? Is this thoroughfare right here? What is this? Outhouse. Have a good time. Lovely. A generator. And oh wait, this is the one on the intro screen right here. This must be Delilah's Tower that was on the intro screen the whole time, because of course it was a different one. And up we go. And just cannot see anything for the smoke right now. More gas canisters around the back, just as before. Head in. This must be Delilah's place. Slippers, nice. Oh! Pork Pond. She was one of the people that stole the flipping sign. And whatever this all is. Cache 302. Lucian's Gambit. 1001 crosswords. Well, that confirms it. Beyond any shadow of a doubt. 1001 crosswords. And then we've got, the radio headset we can call for help. Some tequila. Lovely. Apple pick up. I'd say keep hold of this tequila. Me and her, maybe we'll drink it later. I don't know. Maybe me and her will have a happy ending. Who knows? What else do we have? Peanut butter. Apple. Drawing by... Oh, the drawing she made. Bert and Turt. Hi, I'm Turt. She kept the drawing she made. She's not the greatest artist in the world, mind, but never mind. That's adorable. What we know, white shorts. I think it's a pretty good likeness from what I saw of myself in the photo earlier with Julia. I will keep that. That's an important thing to keep. I'm amazed she didn't take that with her. It was very good. Yeah, I think her place is neater than mine. All right, let's crack on the radio headset and hopefully call for help.
Hello? Is anybody there?
Hi. Yeah, it's me. I'm back at the staging area near the trailhead. I think I see your truck.
Red? Colorado plates?
Yeah. It's a piece of shit.
Thanks. It kind of is.
Well, yeah.
I think there might be a raccoon living in it.
Make sure he's comfy, I guess.
Hey, it shouldn't take long for the helicopter to reach you.
Okay.
There's a debrief in a situation like this. Lots of questions.
Shit. So, taking stock, we found out an old lookout killed his only son and decided to become a lonely hermit.
Yes.
And we prevented one fire?
Basically started another.
Okay, so that's a wash.
Oh, I'll have to figure out what I'm doing every summer from now on that isn't this.
You're not coming back?
No. And you'll have to... I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know what's next.
Tell you what, why don't you choose for me, and I'll choose for you?
Alright, sure. Maybe...
Is there any chance we could be together? Could you maybe come to Boulder with me? Let's give it one go. I'd like them to end up together.
Maybe you could come back to Boulder with me and figure it out down there. Just a thought.
You don't want me down there.
Well, I just asked you.
Look, I've got some things to do in Casper, and maybe I'll head south sometime after that. I could come by, sure.
Okay. So, what about me?
I think you should go to Julia, and then you can figure it out. Maybe put that typewriter to good use. Give me a sexy accent or something if you write about this.
Yeah.
You gotta go see her.
That's fair. It was clearly implied that I was going to, but I didn't yet.
Would you?
Henry, Look, you came out to put your memories behind you, and they're still right there in front of you.
That is fair. I'll go see her. It's the right thing to do.
You're right. I mean, I think you're right.
Good.
When I get back, maybe I could,
We shouldn't focus on this summer. Next year we'll roll around, and then the year after that, and then it's just I don't know. My Aunt Judy called it a pause in the hallway of time.
Did your Aunt Judy smoke a lot of pot?
Yeah?
Well, you should try to take her advice, too.
Yeah, we'll see.
There's the helicopter.
They'll land back where you hiked up. Good luck, Henry.
Yeah. Thanks. It's been lovely.
Thank you, Delilah. I appreciate it.
I mean it. Good luck.
Thanks.
Bye, Hank.
There's the helicopter, and I guess ultimately you've just kind of got to conclude that that's the right ending for this game. Sometimes, no matter how much if you want things don't always work out smoothly and simply straight away. There aren't always fairy tale endings. Sometimes things are messy and people aren't fundamentally good and they're not fundamentally bad. Right from the beginning we knew that Henry he tried, but he didn't necessarily do that well at taking care of Julia, and we know that he wanted to move on and do something with Delilah, but that wasn't that simple either, and maybe one day they could have something and maybe one day they won't. But he's right that the best thing I can do is go and see Jules to make her remaining time comfortable, if perhaps she'll recognise me in the rescue helicopter. Go home. And that there is indeed the end of Firewatch. I will definitely have a look at other people's playthroughs to figure out like how many different options there are. Oh, and there are my photos. There are all my photos. That's lovely. But I'll be very interested to know like what else you can actually do in this game other than what I did, like whether it can end differently or not. Oh, okay. Just some creepy photos of a creepy man's den there. I'm sure we'll get onto the good ones in a second there. Let's get on straight onto the good ones, please. But yes, that's... I think some people won't like that ending because relatively it's like it's inconclusive and imperfect. But like this game is about, you know, imperfect people who are damaged in some way trying to do what they think is best, even if that doesn't always work out the best for everyone. I think it's the only ending that could exist, and it leaves you enough space to read into it what you will. Maybe there's an ending that I didn't get that kind of more strongly implies that maybe Delilah and Henry could get together in future. But you feel like actually by the end of it, even though I originally wanted Henry and Delilah to get together because they had so much chemistry, by the end of it, you distinctly... I didn't take that photo. I don't think I did anyway. Oh, that was the first... Yes, it was. That was the first photo I took by accident. Oh, that's adorable. Yeah, I kind of feel like by the end of it, actually, it was clear that maybe what needed to happen was... Oh, there's Brian's photographs with his dinosaur toy. And that there will be... That'll be Ned, who we never actually saw, and Brian himself. Lovely. Yeah, I feel like actually what had to happen in the end was clearly from his dreams and the wedding ring that Henry wasn't quite ready to move on. And maybe he can move on in future, but maybe not quite yet. I think it's the only ending we could do. I think they did, yeah, a good job on that. So, ladies and gentlemen, Firewatch. Spectacular. Like, sometimes I judge games by all sorts of different things. A game doesn't need to do everything to be a great game. Some games I love for the gameplay, and some games I love for the aesthetic, and some games I love for the story, and some games I love because when I look back and remember them, they made me feel things inside my small, shriveled, stony heart. They made me feel emotions, and this is one of those games. When it was charming and funny, it was hilarious and wonderful. When it was tragic, it was the biggest gut punch since episode 4 of Life is Strange in the alternate timeline with the alternate Chloe. When it wanted to be unnerving, it was deeply kind of unnerving, and there was that wonderful sense of dread. It did such a good job with the atmosphere and creating all of the emotions that you wanted. Oh, a brilliant game. Will easily make my top of 2016. I have absolutely no doubt. Could be very, very high up that list indeed. I have loved and adored this, every second of it. It has been glorious. I hope you enjoyed experiencing this with me, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm sure we will do anything that Campo Santo do in future as soon as I can get my hands on it. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been the truly spectacular Firewatch. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Haha, I'm a genius at time. Oh, okay, this escalated quickly. I'd like to fly your drone. So good about a butterfly in a bucket. What does that tell you about the human condition? Are we the butterfly and is capitalism the bucket? What happens if you go right to the back in time? The very beginning of time. Oh, you literally just burn the universe.